Social media over the years has become a platform where people get their information. These platforms can have mis- and disinformation, news beans, fake news. And to help us understand on set today, I have a professional journalist, Rita Maluita, who's going to help us explain on the professional side. And I have Kristen Zedem, who is a content creator and shares information on these platforms. Maybe as we start the conversation, the biggest question could be, have you ever come across information, Kristen, that you thought was correct, but later on discovered was fake news?
Yeah, I have.
Share your experience.
The time that his rest in peace, King Dandy actually was involved in a road accident. Most people published news to say he died the very moment. Whilst the actual news was that he was rushed to Kawe General Hospital, then Lusaka. But the first news that we received was that he passed away.
It's something that you could have maybe gathered as news. Share your experience with regards to social media. Is there mis- and disinformation? And what are the dangers that could come with people getting information that is not verified?
Let me start with the question that you asked earlier. Is there mis- and disinformation on social media? It is there. Absolutely. Some of these people, some of these pages you find on platforms such as Facebook thrive on fake news. They thrive on putting out something that people would like to. And it draws the numbers for people. I think, like they say, bad news and fake news travels faster. A lie has fast legs.
Yeah.
But then it travels faster, so it's absolutely there. I see it in my profession. Sometimes it's pretty sad that certain news that people want to first break is news that is very disheartening. Like Christine has said, when King Dandy was involved in that accident, many, and it was around 22, many posted that he had died.
I think I saw that on Facebook.
It was there, but commissioner, what's happening? And then by God, the commissioner could even give a factual statement saying he was at the General Hospital in Kabwe and was about to be evacuated to UTH. People had already said he had passed on. And it's absolutely there, and like I've said, bloggers thrive on it. Nomba. Ki yaba kumuntu ureberenga news. Ki yaba kumuntu ure mwanana news.
Ili amushimemba walanda tinishi kuimwe na we mwina tena.
Kuimwe na we mwine. But futhi kwali banama pages owarasanga tayena abanga baranda nishina fichitika. I mean, take for instance established news outlets. There are those that you just say until this outlet says it, chafi take following.
Already, that sounds like a technique on how you can actually get to verify information. Kristen, off your experience, is that news something you share? Do you create content?
For me, I'm so cautious about the information that I put out. Because if you, like Harita talked about it, a lot of bloggers in Zambia just do a copy and paste. So you find that this page is going to post this page is going to post this. And if you pay attention to the captions, they're all the same. So for me, the content that I put out and the information is based on reality. So you won't find me posting on things that are to do with what is happening in Zambia and whatnot. Yes, there are moments at that, but for me, most of my content is all about teaching and educating, as well as impacting and building.
So as you get to create your content and share, what sort of strategy do you employ? Pakobati, information, not that there's a lot of mis- and disinformation on social media. How do you ensure that you filter? Pakobati, being the mamo, you get to share the right information.
So social media is a tool that can be used for good and bad. I'm still going back to her point because she talked about how bloggers are vibing on the lies, you feel me? So for me, I try my level best. Whenever I'm okay, I get my phone to say, let me post this. I always post things that are based on reality. They have to be true. And they have to be impacting and educating in one or another. Because I understand to say, whatsoever we listen to or read, we become that. So I feel most of the other bloggers, what they don't really understand is that a lot of people have been misled. Let me give an example of the suicidal cases. When you're feeling sad or depressed, when you put out news to say life is not nice, I can easily end this and whatnot, somebody who's going through the same situation might read that and the person will commit suicide. So,
based on what you just
and we don't really pay attention to that. And then I'll also give an example of, since Zambia is a Christian nation and the Bible talks about speak what you want to see. most of us thrive on negative memes, and we're wondering why our lives are so not bad, but because the negative energy is everywhere, and we're one of the people that are spreading it, because you see a meme to say, like today I came across this person saying, you people who have parents, sorry to say, he said that you're stupid. So now the comment section was so entertaining and toxic at the same time. One person goes like, it's not my fault that your parents were too lazy to breathe. That's toxic but funny at the end of the day. So I feel
that's like dark humor.
We're having entertainment on the negative things, and we're enjoying it.
Most people, of course, would go on social media for the sake of entertainment, and in the process you'd come across news. In the professional world, you gather information and share it with different people out there. How can one person, how can John, Jane, Mambwe, Chanda out there be able to verify the information so as to, you've already said that on social media. How can you fact check? How can you verify the information that you are consuming in case you come across information on social media?
We are now in a time where it's so technology advanced, digital worlds are taking over, and there are so many tools that have been developed. You have all these Google fact check tools that you can use, but also as a person who may be lazy, because sometimes, let's remember, these things come in form of video. Whatever video, but some of these videos can be videos country, and then someone says it's happening in Mokabo, and it's not yet there. So you can do a fact check with the Google fact tools that are there. Try to do the reverse image on the images to see what image is this and where is it from. Where was it first broken out on the internet? What checking but sometimes like fair thing if you have follow, and if you have to subscribe to platforms, but think about it for yourself and for your mental health, because I like saying news and content can create a war. It can we've seen that in history. But what it is that you have to follow pages that you know are well established. You also have to subscribe to certain channels that are well established as an individual. So it starts, the responsibility is not just about the person who's posted it, but now but you're following. Why are you following it? So it's like what you said, we want to follow the negative things, forgetting that other pages are there. Sometimes even youthful content, and it's where you come to talk about how how they package the content. Sometimes we are saying that there are pages that are dedicated to something is big, it's a jargon, but they break it down for you. Like they simply just break it down. In my page, follow the pages that break it down for the young people.
You create content, and most people, you have a following on social media, and most people would take what you say as gospel truth. What's your message to people that share information without verifying, and what's your message to people that consume information on social media?
Okay, so my message to everybody who consumes information on social media is be cautious of what you're consuming, because what you listen to, what you read, you become that. It's like how I always tell musicians to be careful in the messages that they're putting out there. So if I read something, it's going to be stuck in my subconscious. Before I know it, I will start acting to what I read. So you really have to be careful on what you're reading, who you're following, and who you're looking up to. Because before you know it, you actually become that person without even knowing. So I feel, as a nation at large, let's not focus on the negativity. Let's follow the right things and the right people. Because in as much as it is content creation and entertainment, you might end up wasting the rest of your life following the wrong stuff.
What's your message with regards to, I know you've indicated tools that I can use, but what's your message to somebody who would want to just get information out there and share it with other people?
So these platforms have no problem. You said social media, and these are different platforms. They have no problem. But they are okay. The problem is we're the ones that have the problem. So my message is to the people that use and visit these various social media platforms. Let's think about not just ourselves, but the people that we're putting out to. We have put certain negative things about a person out there, and it ends up ruining their lives. We have seen people become depressed, commit suicide of a piece they read on social media. And so it's about, let's be the responsible ones before we can start blaming the platforms themselves. Be responsible individuals, fact check before you share. Sometimes when something seems too good to be true, it's not true at all. Once you just know that there's something wrong with this. I need to fact check.
Yeah.
Double check before you share, because now remember, our country has the cyber law.
Yeah.
And anything you do, that law will come visiting. But they will knock on your door and find you with your phone.
All right, this has been yet another episode of the Ishiwi Podcast, where we get to have very informal but meaningful conversation around issues on governance, as well as youth-related content. Be sure to follow our pages. We are on TikTok, Facebook, X, as well as YouTube. Be sure to follow us so as to get more information on the episodes that are yet to come. Don't forget to like the page. My name is Clara Pieri.
Ishiwi, my voice.